So I got 3 beers with me for this episode, and I'll take a sip every single time Stuart says his signature catchphrase, bonerific.
Well,
Really, Michael?
Well, technically, my signature catchphrase is, what is it? When I say, what is it?
Hold on. No, Stuart, hold on. I need to call Michael out for this shit. You fucking seriously doing this? You seriously fucking quoting Family Guy on my Christian server? What the fuck, bro?
Hey, quoting Family Guy has just been a staple of me and Stuart's relationship.
I love how Yasuke gave us a packed lunch. That's really nice of him.
Very nice of him. He's trying to redeem himself.
Where the fuck did you hide this the whole time, Teddy, you fucking loser?
Every single time Stuart says, Teddy, you fucking loser, I'll take a drink. Alright, that was one right there. So I watched Catwoman last night with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
It took me a few seconds to, like, process. I'm like, okay, what Catwoman thing is there?
And it was really funny. It was really fucking funny.
I'm trying to get Olivia to do an episode on it.
Well, it's kind of funny because the reason I watched it is me and my friend Matt are going to do a podcast together on his channel. Probably only like one episode a month. Because Matt is smart and doesn't pile 40 projects on at once, so his stuff actually comes out. But it's a show, because his whole channel is about talking about bad movies and doing like movie riffs, and he does actually have a show where he talks about movies that he likes too. But he want to do a podcast where it's like 2 of the like lowest rated movies, and we try to find out which one is better. So there's Batman, and the first episode he wants to do is Catwoman versus Batman and Robin. So either tomorrow or on Monday we're gonna watch Batman and Robin.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
Also,
boy,
look at Kanji and Yukiko.
They're ready to fuck up that treasure chest. I don't know. I think Batman and Robin's probably more enjoyable though.
I don't remember a lot about Batman and Robin outside of the Nostalgia Critic review of it. Catwoman I had a really good time watching, but not because it's a good movie. It's actually probably close to one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, but it was not boring. It was really fucking weird, and it was not boring. I was laughing pretty hard at it, actually.
The thing is, like I said, I've been trying to get Olivia to do a Catwoman episode, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, contact me if you need me for that one, because I'm the Catwoman expert now. I watched the Catwoman movie. I know everything that she's about. She worked for a makeup company.
Really?
You know that?
I kind of. Hey, Olivia, do you mind if Michael's in your episode for Catwoman? Okay, so it's canon. There goes the third thing that I promised that needs to happen.
Catwoman.
But I think it's implied because like it has nothing to do with Batman at all, or the Batman universe, or Gotham, or anything. It's like completely standalone from anything else associated with DC. I assume. I actually don't know everything about DC, so I guess there could be like little Easter eggs.
What the fuck do you mean you don't know everything about DC? What the fuck,
Like,
Michael? Let me pull out the entire DC multiverse on you right now. Here's this huge ass book about all the multiverses.
Here's the dark multiverse.
Okay, here's Universe 6, which takes place, which is in Young Justice. Okay, that's really important, Michael. That's when they're kind of celebrities. Okay.
Actually, the thing that's funny is that Universe 6 is actually like the TV universe.
Isn't that when Young Justice takes place in?
Can I just tell you guys about one thing in Sorry, I'm doing what I...
I was the one that was being the asshole, Michael.
I honestly have no clue where Young Justice takes place in. But yeah, anyways, go on, Michael.
I was going to say, can I tell you guys about one thing in Catwoman that's just so fucking funny to me?
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Let me just move on after that. No, go on. Speak.
There's a shot where a guy is at a jewelry shop and he's robbing it, and he like uses his gun or whatever he's holding to smash the glass, and the glass smashes before he hits it.
That's actually funny.
And it's in the movie, and it's not like, oh, my eye can catch that. It's like so fucking noticeable. I will play it right here. It is so fucking and edited right here. So fucking noticeable.
That's beautiful. Ooh.
You know what I love is I love that there was a video game that's as janky as the movie.
Hey, let's do the Catwoman video game next for this channel.
If it's on PC, okay, I'll do it.
I mean, I might buy a copy of it and then forget about it forever.
I might buy a copy of it every week, so I have a collection.
Honestly,
So
I forget that I actually have a Harry Potter game on the GameCube.
Oh shit, you have it for the GameCube. Okay.
I think I bought it for like a... It came with something else, where it was like, hey, a game that I wanted that also comes with Harry Potter.
It's funny, because that game's now expensive.
Actually,
At least in stores.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna see what is this Harry Potter game? Okay.
Is it like the Chamber of Secrets?
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, Azkaban, yeah.
Yep. So that's the one I have on GameCube.
Yes. So it's funny, because I was gonna do, like, last Christmas, I was gonna, like, actually start my YouTube channel,
Really?
and I was gonna do, like, a Harry Potter, like, Christmas thing, because in every fucking book they talk about Christmas, and it's, like, a big event. And then I looked up how many games there are, and I'm like, oh, it's for every fucking book. That shit's not happening. I don't feel like playing Harry Potter that much. I think I even was talking to Michael about it, briefly.
Isn't there also a new Harry Potter game coming out?
Yeah. So you're gonna finally have that E3 conversation that was like...
We
We
kind
did
of.
talk about it.
There's still other companies I like to talk about, and by that I mean Square Enix.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Even though they already showed off their own Dragon Quest presentation, I'd really love for them to just show off some more. Or just
Yeah.
like, hey, we know we just showed you the Dragon Quest 3 remake, here's a little bit more of it. Or here's
Maybe.
here's that Dragon Quest Erasers game. Which I'm
I know Zach.
I'm
I know Zach was
confused.
pumped for that.
I'm confused, but I'm also intrigued. Because for some reason, even though like I feel like Dragon Quest is the one game where they could just do anything with it, but it's still interesting. Instead of
Yeah,
just like,
I-
oh, this
I
game
would actually
sucks,
like
I
to-
hate it.
I like the world.
See, I would really love to see Dragon Quest 10, I think.
Yes.
I'd like to see the offline version come to America.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm right now. I think I've said this with Michael before, because we were talking about shit. I really just don't want to hear shit about Final Fantasy VII's remake right now.
I feel like they will.
I know we're gonna hear something like Part 2, but like Final Fantasy VII is the only franchise that like
Has
I've said this
destroyed
before,
you.
It's the only. Well, no, it's the yes, that's exactly what it is. It's the only franchise that is well done, but is also garbage.
Well,
Cause like, no, Persona's there. Persona's there.
that's garbage. Okay.
Well, no, like the supplement. Okay, look. So Persona 4 is great, right? And so is most of its spin-offs, but like it has one that's just absolute shit, and that is Detective Nanako. Not Detective Nanako.
Funny thing, I think in Persona 4 Golden, the animation, there was a filler episode of Nanako's like, what is my big brother doing? I will become a detective, and she gets a fucking doggy mirror or investigation glasses. What the hell is it? Magnifying glasses or something. And it's like, I am Detective Nanako. And she goes around to try to solve Scooby-Doo mysteries and fails miserably at it. And that's the joke of the episode.
Yeah.
I actually started
But the-
watching that. I only skimmed it. I actually want to sit down and watch it. I should say the anime for Persona 4 because I was like, I just watched a few clips trying to get a screenshot for one of the episodes, and I was just like, these are the exact same voices from the game, and I just kind of liked how it was written into the show.
But you know what's
Like,
also
it's
hilarious? When Persona 4, the original anime, ended, there was a trailer that said that, it just ended. We ended it.
It is the original that I want to watch. By the way,
Mhm.
not the
And then,
series.
and then for Golden, they're like, we're gonna do it again. So a trailer for something like, hey, we just finished it. Now we're gonna do it all over again. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Now,
was
is Golden a continuation, or they retell the story?
literally a retell
It's a
of the
retelling
story
with, like, one new
in
thing.
shorter
Right.
episodes. In shorter episodes.
Yeah. See, that's what I was getting at though, is that like Persona itself has some well done stuff, but like the animes can be considered debatably not good for certain people.
I think it's mainly just when Atlas kept milking the shit out of Persona 4. That's what kind of made some people not like the game in general, which is
Yeah.
weak sauce in my opinion.
But like as it's going on with Final Fantasy, it's like the only fucking franchise that has its like actual canon be kind of garbage, but like they wrote it well. Because like they made books which were The Kid's Alright and On the Way to a Smile, both really good books, but both fucking depressing and almost has nothing to do with the actual main canon.
I'm sorry, did you just say The Kid's Alright?
That's what the name of the book is.
I'm thinking of like Hank Hill. The boy's
boy-
alright. That
that
boy's
boy's all
okay. That boy is doing mighty fine. Yeah.
It's, not Hojo. Wow. Shinra's just Hank Hill.
Boy.
Did you guys
Boggle.
ever see the King of the Hill episode where Hank Hill is actually turned on by Profane?
Yes.
Yes.
Good episode.
How do you
Well,
like your
I-
grill? How do you like your steaks? Medium shug. Boy.
Well, I actually want to sit down and watch King of the Hill now, because when I felt I understand what the point of the show is now. When I was younger, I was just, this is really fucking boring.
It's just funny.
But
Because it's just like, hey, Bobby, how'd you do in school? I did okay, Dad.
That boy ain't
Okay,
right.
okay. Sure, I'm gonna go fuck off or something.
It's been memed on a lot with like Hank Hill, but honestly, the reason people find the meme funny is the reason the show is actually funny. It is a funny voice. It was supposed to be funny. I just think a lot of people who grew up watching it, myself included, thought it was like a really fucking boring show and didn't get the point of it. Like, I know people who say like it's one of their favorite animated shows ever made. It's just like a parody of like conservatives.
I can't believe what the hell's his name? George Bush. I shook George Bush's hand and it was fucking flaccid. Ma.
Oh, make the wall. Better make that wall.
The only other two episodes that I remember.
Ma, I do hope Donald J. Trump builds that wall. I'll tell you what.
There's
Build
one
that
where-
wall!
Where there's one where Hank is being bullied by a child.
I remember that.
Yeah,
he wanted to
it's
kill
bad
that
too.
child. I think he got the police called on him too.
Yeah, it's great because they talk about how they would like to do a continuation on King of the Hill. They always say they do, but they have not done shit about it. And I would kind of like to see, how that goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it's a little late now, but I would have loved to see how it went.
I don't know. I think sometimes it's good to just let a show be over.
iCarly,
Oh, no, it's always
Rugrats.
Yo, okay,
Yeah.
look,
I'm looking.
you're 100% right. I'm not gonna disagree with you, but you forgot about SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
forgot about
completely
Coral.
forgot about that. My mistake. Yeah, they're doing 2 spin-off shows.
They're doing 2?
Yes.
Well, there was just Camp Coral.
No,
No.
there's the Patrick Show.
I didn't know that. What the fuck, the Patrick Show?
Yeah, they killed his parents.
What?
They gave him new parents. And they aren't even they're like squids.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I'm looking this up. I didn't hear about the Patrick Show.
I only heard about the Patrick Show. I didn't know if it was a meme or not.
No,
Oh my
there was a
God.
trailer the other day, and
Wait, hold on, hold
and
on,
SpongeBob
hold on,
is in it.
hold on.
SpongeBob is in it. So what
Hold
the
on.
fuck is the point?
Give me a second to ask this question. Is that Shadow holding another Shadow?
What?
Yeah, the bigger Shadow, isn't it holding another Shadow?
That's a sword.
No, in the other hand.
Anything about the Patrick
I can see what
Show?
I can see what you mean.
Isn't that like a scale Shadow?
Yeah, I can see what you mean. That's funny.
Was there actually a trailer for this? I don't see anything.
Yes, there was. I swear to
Look
you,
at
there
the-
was.
Oh man, I didn't see the trailer. I just heard that there was an announcement of
There
it.
was a I think I saw it on Facebook or something, by like the.
Nickelodeon. There's a website. Why is it not on YouTube? It should be by now.
Check out like
Okay.
Paramount Plus or something. It was awful. SpongeBob was in it too, but he had like
Okay.
I swear he had like a curly hair.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it-
you're
wasn't it
right.
like babies or something?
You're right. I see the curly hair.
I hate it. It makes me mad. I want to throw something into the sun.
Yeah, no, I just I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
happy
gross.
that like
That's so gross because like Camp Coral was already making people angry because of Steven Hillenberg's wishes. Can they at least wait a little while before doing the second one? Like
No.
give it a few years.
You know what's kind of
No.
like messed up? Maybe not messed up, but I think
Do you
according to
pretend
like
to care? Sorry.
according
No.
according to some I forget who exactly, like high ups in Nickelodeon or close to Steven Hillenberg, they came out and said that Steven was actually kind of involved with Camp Coral in like test screenings, like, hey, this is what it will look like in 3D.
How long did it take them to say that?
A while.
Because like that's making me question. If that was true, wouldn't they want to like bring attention to that immediately when they were being
See-
accused of shit?
See, I feel like what's really going on here is that I bet you $20 he probably knew about Camp Coral, and it's probably like a joke that where they're like, "Hey, yeah, what if we did this?" And then that's where it all was. That's where they had it, and then somebody was like, "Yo, let's actually do that. Now that he's dead, let's actually do it."
Yeah, I don't know. I understand that he created something really like powerful, kind of like Mickey Mouse, kind of like Homer Simpson, kind of like Bugs Bunny.
Yo, SpongeBob's power levels off the charts.
I mean-
I'm serious, man. He's gonna be a moneymaker forever. I get that, but it just feels like after all the controversy of Camp Coral, they could like give it a minute before doing the Patrick Star show, but they're not even pretending like they care.
This is what both of us, or all three of us, my mistake, have failed to really realize, is that SpongeBob makes up 5% of Paramount. Not Nickelodeon, the entire thing of Paramount itself. So of course they're not going to give a shit about somebody's wishes and just milk the fuck out of it.
Yeah, my
here's the funny
argument
thing.
is they could wait, and you can still criticize them for doing that.
Oh,
I
of course,
understand.
of course. My rebuttal is they don't give a shit.
So
Yeah,
here's
I-
the thing: is that I think I might be the one person here that did not give the love for SpongeBob
What?
that everyone else does.
What?
Because yeah, SpongeBob is funny, but I liked Fairly Odd Parents more as a kid, and like Jimmy
I like
Neutron.
Fairly Odd Parents a lot.
You get an F.
So I think that the first 3 seasons, I don't understand the hype of SpongeBob when everyone calls back to the first 3 seasons in the first movie and nothing else. It was such a good thing for the time, and then it went down this really cynical road with gross out humor, and that's what it's been a majority of its run.
Like, don't
Like,
get me
like,
wrong.
why is this? So-
Like, don't get me wrong. I think SpongeBob is dope. I think SpongeBob is mad hilarious. But like, at the end of the day, when I hear people go, "Man, SpongeBob's gonna go down in history," I'm kind of like, I don't know.
it already has. I mean, it's yeah. I think that it's there.
I don't know. Like, the problem is that it's there right now, but like, the thing that's hard to say about that is like, no, like, with Mickey Mouse, he's been there for like almost 100 years, you know?
Yeah.
And with Homer, that's just he started a trend.
Marge.
SpongeBob might just live and die with us because of the fact that the humor might not move on, and I feel like that's hard for us to say right now. But like, some things just don't, you know. Like
Well-
if I get older and I show Milo this, he'll be like, "What the fuck is this, Dad?" You know.
Well, let me be incredibly cringy as hell to you. The memes! Do you not see
Yeah.
the memes online, Chris? The
That's
funny
that's kind
memes, Chris? The funny
kind of my
memes?
point.
Remember that?
That's
Remember that
funny.
one picture I sent you of like
Wait.
when you wake up and it's just SpongeBob woken
on.
up? My God, that
Chris.
was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Chris, I actually do see your point, Chris. I think we're gonna. I think it's gonna happen. I actually do think that's a valid thing to say.
It's
I think we're gonna know. I think in like 20 years we're gonna know if that's the case or not for sure.
For sure. I think like shit like Camp Coral and stuff might actually ruin it. Like, I mean, SpongeBob will definitely be something we talk about, but it might live and die with us, unfortunately, by the fact of Camp Coral is gonna probably, no matter how, unless it equals to what SpongeBob was, you know, I don't know. Like, how many of you guys actually talk about Rocco's Modern Life or Hey Arnold?
I'll talk about Rocco.
Stupid
not Hey Arnold.
fucking football boy.
So if he doesn't become a Mickey or a Bugs, I think he's at least going to be a Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
Where it's like
yeah,
where
for
he
sure.
gets rebooted in the future. I think he's. I think it maybe if Nickelodeon falls apart, then yes. But I mean, he's kind of the face of like a major company, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to say because
Warner's
like,
has Bugs and Disney has Mickey.
I
So
mean,
Nickelodeon's-
Nickelodeon also has Lincoln Loud.
get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I've been binging a lot of Loud House episodes. That's why my
Oh, no, that's
profile is Luann Loud because I like her.
Yeah,
How
anyway,
is Loud House?
it's good.
It has its occasional gross out shit, which I don't like. Yet I'm a hypocrite and talk about piss and shit. It's more like visuals. It can be entertaining because of course they have 11 siblings, but they also have side characters that they can just take notice on. And then there's a spin-off show about another character that moved out and they got their own shit.
All right.
So it's like
Yeah,
it's
Little
not like
House is
it's not like the standard run of the mill thing. It can be different stories.
Oh,
But-
is this the boss right now?
No.
No, this is
Oh.
the Boss Baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's getting a sequel.
Yeah.
it is. It also had a Netflix
Oh.
show.
Oh,
It
I
sure
watched
did.
it. I watched it.
I'm sorry.
How did you
Anyways.
like this story?
There was an evil businessman cat thing that looked like a cat, but was actually
Okay.
human.
All right.
So, you know, pointy
Okay.
ears, cat-like eyes. I wanted to drink bleach. Remember that remember that hilarious meme?
Drinking bleach.
But-
Mm.
yeah, I made
anyways, I'm
that
gonna
joke
go.
after you and Austin told me to kill myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back to SpongeBob regardless of what y'all say. Even if I have to
Yeah.
talk to myself about it.
Go ahead.
I just feel like the thing about SpongeBob is that we meme it now, but it's I just don't know. I feel like I feel like the thing is Nickelodeon's milking the shit out of it.
No. No.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're definitely-
No. What are you fucking
They're
talking
milk- Yeah, anyone could tell you they're milking the shit out of it.
Oh shit! I'm just saying, like
I'm being
it's
sarcastic.
it's just-
Gosh.
yeah. It's just SpongeBob is not like I feel like because I feel like the thing about SpongeBob is that like it's older now, so now all of us are
Yeah.
kind of like, oh yeah, I remember liking it. Even though when I was in school, there's people that liked it, but not to the same degree as we like as people like it now.
For me, it's I guess throughout my whole life, if there was something I really liked, I would quote it a lot. And of course, I liked
Yeah.
SpongeBob, so I would quote the at least the first 3 seasons, and then the movie, and then like a season or 2 afterwards, because there was still some quality enough stuff.
SpongeBob
There was,
is the only kid show that I do quote with like family members.
There was a thermostat episode from I want to say like 4 or 5 I really liked.
The ice rink episode.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
That had to deal with the thermostat, and there was SpongeBob had to make like 1 billion Krabby Patties, but the Krusty Krab was 24 hours a day now, so he kept hallucinating that everybody was a killer Krabby Patty.
Yeah,
That was
that's-
like right when the show came back, so it was before it got like really bad. That was like right when Steven Hillenburg left, and they had some ideas.
so that's cool.
I really liked how like all it took was SpongeBob to sleep, and then a Krabby Patty said, "Hey SpongeBob, I heard you were not doing well, so here's a giant cookie." And a glass of
Yo.
water. No, a glass of chocolate milk.
Have any of you seen a show called Capo Mikey or whatever the hell that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Captain Mikey.
Yeah, what the fuck happened to that show?
It ended.
I don't think
it
people
actually
liked
ended?
it that much.
It actually legitimately fucking ended?
Yeah, there's a really weird thing in the final episode where they reveal something about a character and it's like it comes out of nowhere and it's really
Michael.
fucking weird.
Michael,
Yeah.
I do not think anyone here gives a shit about spoilers for Capo Mikey.
I'll say it. Yeah, no, there's this like weird purple furry thing that follows them around throughout the entire series. And then in the last episode, it's revealed that it was just a costume the whole time and that he was the son of this old character on the show. And it comes out of fucking nowhere.
That's fucking beautiful.
I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be funny, but they definitely played it like it was serious. And
I remember that.
Quoted it. Daddy, yeah, you got it, Stuart.
Olivia, are you willing to bet?
And I remember I was watching it with me and my brother were watching it, and we were like, I just looked at my brother after that happened, and he's like, I don't think I like that.
Every time like
Wow.
America tries to just talk about Japan stuff, it's I hate using this term, very cringy, or just like I don't like it. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, I remember
I like the
Nickelodeon's
South Park
attempt.
episode. An anime.
I remember like Nickelodeon's attempt at doing other cartoons like Martin Mystery and all that shit.
I remember that vaguely. I
Yeah,
also
like-
remember Cat Scratch when I first moved into my old house.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Cat Scratch, Gordon
Cat
and Martin and
Scratch was
Mr. Baked.
Mr. Baked?
Mr. Baked. He's a baked
Mr.
potato. He's not a cat.
He's
I
just
don't
some
remember-
guy.
One episode of Cat Scratch that I remember is there's like one where there's like a race and one where there's like a slumber party. That's like I only know have vague memories of what actually happens. Their butler didn't like the three cats.
No.
He was
I
forced
remember
to
this-
build the entire mansion back from scratch.
Yeah.
Cat Scratch.
Uh-huh. I remember fucking another show called The X's that like died immediately.
Well, that shit was funny, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it had
I
it
like
had
it.
No.
white. It had
like
it had a white-haired. No, I'm thinking of something else. The
Yeah, it
It
X
had
is
like this
green-haired
like-
girl.
And a
her hair
punk
changed.
girl.
What?
Yeah,
She was like a
it was
punk.
she was a goth girl, thank you.
Kind of a punk. I don't know. That reminds me more of like the rock and roll era, you know?
I mean,
How the fuck
Hey,
if
Michael.
you're golf and have golf? How are you goth and have green hair?
shit, you
No,
Boy.
actually, she's golf. How about that?
golf.
She plays golf.
She's Tyler
on
the Creator's
weekends.
golf.
Tyler.
Actually, the
She-
thing about goth is just a subsection of punk.
Look, I haven't seen the X's in like over a decade, but when it came out, I thought it was funny. Maybe I also thought Captain Mikey was funny, and I've heard so many people talk shit about that show since then.
People
So it
talk
may have
shit
stopped.
about everything, homie.
Yeah, but
I
I haven't heard. I guess it's like a lack of hearing a positive thing, but I have heard positive things about the X's.
I was thinking about the Secret Saturdays.
Yo, oh, that was pretty dope too. They had
And
like
I-
a Ben 10 crossover.
I think I
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
know. I remember that. I never saw an episode, but there was like so many commercials for it.
I remember the mom, for obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
the mom was pretty thick, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but you know what? Yeah.
Oh, homie, I will say that shit.
In front of Olivia.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm looking.
to be fair here, she does not disagree. So,
The Saturday Club was what was
Secret
it?
Saturday.
Yeah, it was called the Saturday Club. Everybody's in a diaper, and they're playing with fucking blocks.
The Secret
Anyways.
Saturdays. I want to
So
look
the
at this mom character that you guys are mentioning.
Okay, anyways, so the Secret Saturdays had a crossover with Ben 10, and like
Okay,
Ben
I
was
hear you
constantly.
guys.
Okay, and, well, at least we agree on one thing.
Yeah.
But
That it had a crossover with Ben 10.
no, about the mom, but it had a crossover with Ben 10, and Ben was creeping on the mom the whole time for like the second one, like the second crossover. And that's all I remember about that crossover.
You know
mo-
what
the
show
mob
I
broke his arm.
remember- I remember the theme song too, purely out of how much Nickelodeon played it as like a promo. Do any of you remember Cornel and Bernie,
No.
the talking dog show? It's like,
Oh,
Cornel,
Pork Chop.
you can
Watch my
talk.
chops or something.
Yeah, they had two names depending on where you were, I think. Because it was either Cornel Bernie or Watch My Chops. And that was the
No.
line in the theme song.
I don't remember that.
I remember that, and I remember that only because of like there's one scene that's so stupid. It's where there's the plane that's crashing, and then
Okay. Okay. All right.
no, the
I
stewardess
watched that
just like,
episode-
hold on, the stewardess just like, the passengers' lives are in your hands, and he just starts smacking his hands on the floor, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Chris, I watched that 3 days ago because that show came into my head because on that card game that we have on the server, like
Yeah.
trading card game, Cornel came up. I'm like, oh my god, I remember Cornel and Bernie, and then I looked up the show and watched the pilot, and that's the plane episode.
Yeah, no, I watched a video on them recently, but I remembered that joke constantly because I just thought that shit was funny.
It was the video why you haven't heard of Cornel and Bernie in forever,
I think so. I don't
or
know.
why
it
you
was,
don't remember Cornel and Bernie?
It was a guy.
Oh,
just going
okay.
back and
I saw a
talking
video
about
about that.
it. Was a good show.
I saw a video recently about this Cornel and Bernie. Yeah,
Yeah.
why does he look like a cone?
He looks like a fucking freak. He looks like a worm.
Like a fucking loser.
I love how we say that, but yet, fucking Phineas and Ferb is cool.
Yeah, because he has a nose.
Well, it's fun. Just because I say it doesn't mean I'm necessarily knocking on it. It's okay for a cartoon.
He's
character
got
to look
big,
ridiculous.
thick, fucking like spaghetti lips.
I will say, animation-wise, Cornel and Bernie is not bad. It does not look like a lazy show. I watched that pilot, and it was fine. Yeah, it was well like the people who
Oh,
made
the
it.
show's
they were
funny.
more animated.
I thought it was funny.
I watched the pilot, and I was like, yeah, like I didn't love it, but it was just like, yeah, this was fine. This was not a bad show.
Okay, so since I'm on my like mad tangent of talking about TV shows, I guess. So I feel like I know that Phineas and Ferb is popular, but I feel like it doesn't get this credit that it needs to get.
Oh yeah, I love Phineas and Ferb. It took a very simple setup and repeated it every episode and still made it funny and unique each time.
Yeah.
It's an accomplishment.
Yeah, no.
There was
I
only
thought it was
one.
pretty
There
good.
was only like one real episode that made me generally uncomfortable for a few days,
What
and it was
one?
I think the Halloween episode,
Why?
or at least I think it was a Halloween episode. It was
You gotta be a little more specific.
the night of the Living Doofenshmirtz or something, where
Why would that make you uncomfortable?
because at the end they were just like, "Wow, we saved the day," except for everywhere else in the world, and everybody else in the world was Doofenshmirtz, and they said, "Well, that's too bad for the rest of humanity." But then the Stacy apparently was the only person that still wasn't a Doofenshmirtz. And everybody became a Doofenshmirtz in the end before the clouds released the de-Doofenshmirtzenizer juice into the
That
world.
show did have like a somewhat dark sense of humor.
I'm sorry, not the world, just Elmore.
You know, it's one of my favorite jokes in a Disney show ever because it's just like I'm amazed that they got away with that on fucking Disney.
What?
There's an episode of Gravity Falls, and maybe
Oh,
someone
fuck.
can name
I could've-
something.
I should have
Someone-
figured it was Gravity Falls.
Yeah, someone might be able to name something worse than this, but to me, it shocked me, and I thought it was so funny. There's a scene where you guys know the character Zeus.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's sitting with his grandma on the couch, and she's talking about how she wants to see him get married before she goes into the heavens of all the angels. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, where Grandpa is," and then she's like, "No, he is not there."
Oh shit.
I mean, I remember an episode when Bill Cipher was pissing out blood, but
There's an episode where he has like I don't know. I think you're making that up, Mister. But I do remember an episode, like it's one of the last episodes, where there's a couch made of human flesh. But to me, that's just kind of like them coming up with creepy imagery. Disney, as long as you're not showing gore, I think Disney's going to be okay with it.
Oh, and two dudes kissing.
Yeah, Alex Hirsch called Disney out on that recently, and I think it was rightfully so.
Yeah.
because they try to act like they're all for Pride Month, and then they censor that shit out of their movies. So they're kind of the worst company.
and then they took out the fucking guy from Star Wars for China.
Yeah, they took him off the poster.
They didn't take him off; they shrunk him.
There is not a single black person on the poster for Black Panther in China.
You know, Michael,
No, there is. They just covered him up.
What did you say, Chris?
I like how you said a black person. You said it like Shadow the Hedgehog.
You said it. You said it like it was a threat. You were like black. There goes that black frog again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm not a racist. Please.
What was that?
Black creatures.
What was that, Michael?
Believe me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Chris. What the fuck was that? I'm so sorry, Chris. Please forgive me.
I didn't
Sorry.
mean anything by it.
Sorry. No, I'm just shitting on you. Like I said,
I
I'm just
know.
shitting on you. There's
I know.
nothing.
I know you are.
We all
It's
love
fine.
each other.
I don't know about that.
Anybody that has anything against us are wrong.
I mean, I love you, Chris. Do you not love me?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Love is unconditional, Chris.
I don't know about that.
I should be allowed to leak. I should be able to leak all of your private information without you having saying anything about it.
I mean, that is practically the story of one of my exes.
Really?
Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm
Close
sorry.
to. Close to. How would you know?
I'm just sorry
There's
that.
nothing.
I'm just sorry
Oh.
that happened to you.
Oh, no, I was about to say there's nothing to be sorry about. You wouldn't have known that. I don't go telling you this shit.
You ever clock in the work one day and you see blackface on the TV?
Yeah, you were talking about this sort of.
You know, I don't work anymore, so no.
It was really weird.
Yeah, explain. How the hell did this happen?
So at work, we all agreed that the news channel sucks, sports channel sucks. So we thought it'd be a fun idea. Every week, there's a poll, or a little raffle that says, "Hey, we're gonna have a TV channel every week." Okay, 1 week it was Cartoon Network, one other week it was Discovery Channel. That's cool. The other week it was Nicktoons. That's how I started watching Loud House. And then this week is
Okay.
TLC. So
Oh,
it's basically showing off old stuff from the 30s or 40s, just like
Okay.
black and white. Some of the stuff is really cool on there. And I clocked in, it was 3:30, almost 4. Clock in,
Yeah.
glance at the TV. Oh, there's blackface.
that reminds me of when I was in high school, right? For music class, we were watching. They're like, "Oh, the first talkie happened to be a musical." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And it's with Al Jolson, and it ends with him in blackface
Oh God.
singing a song, and I'm just like, "Wow, yeah, that was out of fucking left field."
Like where did what was even?
The movie was about him singing jazz. and
But
his
then
family
why did
not-
he do that at the end?
I don't know. That's what made it great. Is it had no goddamn
and
reason to be there?
I guess in my not my defense, I guess to be more clear about what I saw on there, I think it was a documentary about
Yeah.
blackface itself, because it also showed people were like, hey, this was a thing back then, and blah blah blah, and other
Well, okay,
other
so I'm about to
stuff.
say this.
It was just
I'm
so
about to-
weird.
I'm about to say this, and I'm gonna take the L for this. Blackface is kind of important to me.
Kind of. I'm
Kind
sorry.
of.
I'm sorry. It's just kind of.
No, I mean it's kind of important to media because that's what people thought was funny at a time. I
Oh,
guess.
of course. It's really weird just how
It's
just what we
It's
thought
good
was
to
funny
acknowledge
100
hit
years
history
ago.
and try to grow from it.
Hmm. And heck,
It's good to
even
not it's good to not try to bury the hatchet and try to show it's good to not try to hide shit that you've done in the past.
yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of makes you wonder what are people going to find offensive 100 years from now with us?
Well, I mean, to be fair here, blackface is kind
something.
of this podcast becomes illegal. This whole thing. The Persona just not allowed anymore.
Well,
I feel like the thing is, most of the stuff that like people find offensive, like blackface, does make somewhat of sense.
I mean, of course, yes.
But like,
I think
also
it's possible
to make this clear to anybody that just decides to watch this episode of Persona, I'm black. So anytime I talk about blackface without like, or any racial issue without like, you know, somebody acknowledging it, it feels weird because somebody can like totally misconstrue this. Not like anybody's watching the Persona Let's Play.
They don't want to see me make Siegfried.
I'd rather see you make Roy.
What are you gonna say, Chris?
Fuck, I don't remember. I was just trying to say that I'm black, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's my whole stance on it is don't hide the past. It is okay to talk about it, but yeah, obviously it was a bad thing. Obviously, it was a really awful thing.
Yeah, I love how my favorite thing is I love how Disney's overly sensitive about certain things when it comes to censorship. But
Peter Pan.
You know,
they're the ones who they're part of the reason things need to be censored.
Yeah, like they're like, oh man, we're gonna totally censor a Dumbo and fucking Peter Pan, but we're still gonna do shitty things today.
If you tell me if you have anything wrong with this mindset, Chris. I'm repeating it from our Oscars video. Them censoring Song of the South feels like that they're just making things worse because that movie is controversial. But they're burying it to save their reputation. Meanwhile, the actor who was already treated really poorly, now his work is hidden too.
Yeah,
that's like that's the one positive thing he could get from all of this is that he would be remembered. And now they're trying to bury it, so it's just like I feel like that's an additional fuck you to him.
It definitely is, but I mean, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think that they should try to hide the fact that they did this.
So in other words, you hear that?
Is he still alive?
Disney? No, I do not think so.
That is an old ass movie.
I really, really, really want now to be like, after we've talked about it so much, because after how many people have talked to me about Song of the South, even without watching our Oscars video, I need Disney right now to release Disney Vault's version of fucking Song of the South.
And then make the live action remake a year later.
You know what's funny is normally I like to try to cover my ass and be like, if I ever work for this company, no, I will never ask for this to be censored. I want the company to be like, so you said on this day that you wanted a Song of the South remake. Yeah, not remake, re-release.
Yeah, okay, let's have a remake of it, no problem.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, no one from Disney is going to see this. If they if they tell an intern to watch these videos to check your entire catalog, Chris, the intern's going to watch 5 minutes and then lie about watching the whole thing.
Yeah, no, the thing about it is that Disney is one of those weird companies that does check your shit. Oh, we're doing story. Okay, hold on. Oh, well, no.
Wow, that was quite some story.
Right.
Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
So basically, we're trying to search for Nanako now.
Yeah.
This is just me gonna grind. All I really wanted from that dungeon was to get a special gun for Naoto, because her damage was at 50, and now it's at 230, so hooray.
Yeah. Anyways, that song, I was actually really gonna like make a legitimate movie about it.
What the Song of the South song?
No, the boys are back in town. I was legitimately working on like a movie for it, and I almost sold it, and I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this?
I mean, were boys coming back into town?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was one of my like, I don't know if every film student has this, but you have your like pretentious phase where you're like, where you're like super like into like, you're like, oh yeah, well I see a meaning in everything. So I was like, yeah, I can make a movie about this.
The curtains are blue because Persona 3 is blue.
And let me just say one more thing about Disney, just because I want to try to be. I just want to try to be fair. I mentioned Song of the South. I should say this too. When they do stuff like cut the like controversial shit out of like Fantasia,
cut the cheese.
At the same time, there is a part of me that's like, okay, maybe it would be nice for like today's generation to be able to watch this movie without having to be reminded of something horrible.
It's super Hulk Hogan.
So can I? Yeah. So can I interject on that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's racist now, but like most kids will not know what the fuck's going on, and that's what makes it worse. When you censor something, you kind of show that you're hiding the problem.
Okay.
You know?
I think that's fair.
So I get it. Yeah, they definitely. I feel like you should have. Really, at the end of the day, you should have a choice if you want to watch it or not. Because there is an uncensored version. It's really your choice at the end of the day, I feel.
I gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to acknowledge that because I do like. I do understand why someone wouldn't want to look at that, but
Yeah.
But I do think Disney is not doing it for the right reasons. I think they're
No,
doing
you are
it for
correct.
some reasons. Okay, we can stop if you want to stop talking about this. We can.
Oh, I will talk about this all day if I can shit on Disney.
Yeah, you want to do a derailed the shit on Disney derailed episode?
All right. I
Yeah.
guess this whole thing is going to be Disney talk. So
So welcome to
Disney
Derailed.
We were talking about Nickelodeon before. I'm definitely down to talk about that too. Welcome to Derailed Podcast. Today we're going to say, "Fuck you, Disney." It's an original statement. No one's ever criticized Disney before.
there's Super
Yeah, this
Hulk
is not
Hogan in
real.
the background.
Yeah.
It's so sad because Mickey Mouse was my favorite character when I was a kid. I genuinely loved fucking Mickey.
Do some
I
fucking
fuck-
work.
He generally actually loved fucking Mickey so hard in the asshole. God, when I can't
No.
believe it was beautiful days. Oh, Michael! Oh!
See here, Stuart's taking me completely out of context, and I can prove it.
What is going on?
I get sued for like $100 million by Michael.
By Michael Mouse.
Michael Mouse. It's their child.
Anyways, I am down to talk about. I don't get a chance to really talk about cartoons. Me and Olivia were gonna do a whole YouTube show on it because, like, I have no real, not interest. Just I don't have anything to say on my own about
Look.
that kind of shit. So
Yeah. Look, individual artists at Disney, no hate at all. If something is Disney, I don't immediately say, "Oh, it's evil." It's just the company as a whole. I think is one of the grossest companies on the planet. They're like it's. A lot of people shit on Amazon. I kind of agree with that.
I agree.
I kind of agree with that a lot. But Disney, I have more of a personal connection to that one, even though I did work for Amazon for a while.
Real talk.
Did-
I have a worse connection with Amazon, but that's because I had a pregnant wife at Amazon at the time. So,
Yeah,
like,
fair. I had a better experience with them, but I wasn't actually employed by Amazon. I was.
I mean, you
employed
also
by a
weren't
company.
pregnant.
I was
Hopefully.
pregnant. You didn't even
Oh.
notice.
Oh shit. Does Zach know?
No,
Is it
he
Zach?
can, and he can never know. I think the Amazon one. It's kind of funny. It's just because my own lack of like understanding of what the company does.
Didn't they recently
It
like?
kind of caught me by surprise when I heard everyone like hated them, but it's just I'm so focused on my hate vendetta for Disney, you know.
Yeah.
I hear people.
Didn't
I hear people.
didn't Amazon
think-
recently just like install a box for people if they were upset or needed some time alone?
I didn't
Boy, I
hear
wish.
about that.
I wish they did that.
Because it's like you're upset, go cry in a box.
Yo, see, the thing that's funny about that is even if they had it, no one would be able to use it because you're like timed on everything.
So, Amazon, what I will say is that people are so worried about making their deliveries that they won't take a bathroom break.
Yo, we've talked about this on the show already.
About Amazon's apology for denying that their employees
Yeah.
piss in bottles. Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
I
just
made
making
a
sure.
joke about Jeff Bezos drinking piss from the bottles. Yeah, he collected them. Yeah, that was the joke I made. I remember that. It was with it. It was probably something that got lost because it was that episode where we had everybody on it.
Oh man, yeah.
You seem a little defensive about this, Chris.
If I told this story,
Oh, I'm
on
not
that
defensive.
episode,
I'm just
stop
saying
me
that.
right now.
Oh, damn it.
No, I'm
Not
just
only-
saying. I'm just saying I'm obligated to talk about Jeff Bezos and what he does with the bottles. That's all I'm saying.
It's all
Not
good.
only is there a whole thing with Amazon drivers pissing in bottles. I worked for a company that was partnered with Amazon. Like I did work for Amazon. My employment was not with Amazon.
So-
if that's confusing, it shouldn't be.
So haven't you noticed that those bottles go missing the next day? It goes to Bezos.
Yes. So I don't know if our bottles are making it to Bezos because we got messages on WhatsApp, which is apparently a bad app to have on your phone, actually.
Yes.
But it's the one that we were required to have for the job.
Well,
and
no. Sorry.
what did Milo do? Milo.
I guess in terms of story purposes right now, this dungeon's called Heaven.
Look, hey man, I get where you're going, but if it doesn't have to do with Bezos and his usage of bottles, I don't care.
So, Michael,
Yes.
we're in Heaven right now. Because
Now they're
Nanako's
up in
mom is...
heaven.
Nanako's... Nanako's mom is dead. Okay?
Oh, it's sad.
Yes.
No, I
That's-
actually like that. Okay, since I haven't said anything about the game in a while, that is kind of a clever connection.
Is that the reason? Is that
Yes.
that really the reason?
Later on, you start hearing Nanako's voice asking for her mom, and where is she, and where did she go, and why did she leave us?
Aw.
Why did she leave Dad? And it's because she got hit. She died from a hit and run.
Yeah,
What if her
you did
dream
that.
what if her dream was the inside of a car?
Oh my God! Nanako's the one that did that.
Yeah.
I apologize
Oh, don't be. You're fine.
Apologize about what? What are we apologizing for?
for that car joke about Nanako's mom. Anyway,
I'm the
what was
one
I
that
saying?
I'm the one
I
that
made a
said
joke.
Nanako drove the car.
Oh, I said you drove the car.
So,
I didn't think you was born yet.
just to finish my thing about Amazon, we literally got messages on WhatsApp about not that it wasn't okay to piss in a bottle while you're on the job, but just don't leave your piss bottle in the van, please.
Bezos will drink it. We can't have him doing that.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about,
We told him to
Chris?
stop.
You is like 10 years older, or like at least 5 or 10 years older than Nanako.
Yeah, but I mean, he would have been like, what? Like, when did she die?
I don't know. I forget.
Yeah, like you got to kind of put that in perspective a little bit, because you would either be like a kid or like not able to drive.
I got drunk over the course of this episode.
Oh, cool. I'm not.
Like I was sober at the start, and now I'm drunk.
Wow, I'm
Yo, I am-
playing a game.
Yo, I am high off of energy drinks, so like,
I actually forgot how quickly you level up in this game, because
Yeah, it's
it
really
takes fucking not forever, but a while to level up in Nocturne.
yeah.
I actually
Yo,
forgot
okay.
how quickly I get drunk when drinking beers nonstop during a recording.
How do you do that? How do you forget that? It's
I was
not
just trying to make
one
a
beer.
I was just trying to make a clever riff with what Stort said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What conversation are we on? Piss bottles, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, we're done with that.
This conversation's gone in many directions tonight.
Yeah. Did I already talk about Detective Nanako?
No, actually, what's that?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm done. I feel like I missed an episode of talking about Detective Naruto. So.
Naruto.
Yeah. Don't worry, I mentioned it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, there I go again, thinking Nanako and Naoto are different people.
Mama, how'd I ever let you go? Mamma mia. Here I go again. Alright. It's time to
Yeah,
focus.
I've been broken
No.
hearted.
Uh,
That's it. That's all you get from me. You gotta pay me for the rest.
Chris, I'll give you $1
For what?
for finishing.
Nah.
What, the song?
Yeah, I need a hey penny.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's better off
He's
that
got a
way.
hey penny, it's a day.
Is there a movie called Mamma Mia?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, there is.
Why?
It's about ABBA.
Why did they think that? That was a good
It's about
idea.
ABBA.
It's not about ABBA.
It practically.
Who?
Could be
ABBA
about
songs
ABBA.
on it.
Who is ABBA?
A band, a
Ah.
music group.
Abba gonna suck on these nuts?
Yes.
Probably.
It's like, Mamma
They-
Mia, here I
well,
go
they-
again.
So hear me out. They definitely probably will because they want a man after midnight. So
Man after midnight. They want to be the dancing queen.
what the fuck has this episode devolved into?
Oh,
Naruto
a
can
weird
just
one.
Megidola everything, and it's beautiful, and I love this. And I can get a lobster guy now.
A lobster man.
Look at my lobster man. His name
Yes.
is Pabblesag.
It's
Sure.
me, Pebblesag. And then like dramatic music starts playing. Did
Yeah.
you see that El Cid animation with Pegasus? It's me, Pegasus.
I don't need this.
Anyways,
fucking guy.
Did anybody watch like the Scooby Doo like movies that were like way after like the 2090s ones?
The
like the ones based
2090s. That's a long way from now.
Homie, don't even start.
I'm
talking
starting.
about,
How the
like-
fuck can I see into the future? Future.
Okay, well,
Now it's
some
Phil.
people
So you can see it
Of
from
the
a disco ball. Yeah, go Raven.
look, my guy.
Raven.
I'm talking about like, have you guys seen the movies past those ones, like past Zombie Island and shit like that?
I mean, I saw the live action.
Cyber Chase. There was a live action one where it was a prequel
Ooh.
one where they made Fred have black hair.
Oh yeah, that shit. So like, the only reason I'm talking about it is because I remember there was this
Yosuke
one
just
movie-
killed himself.
The
Yes,
suicide
I know.
bomb.
Michael, that's insensitive. This is a Japanese game. You can't make those kind of jokes.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
How dare they add a Japanese character into Smash Brothers from a
How-
Japanese studio?
Japanese studio, where they are in Japan.
Phil of the future. Top 10 shows.
Anyways, I was bringing up the fact that like there was this one Scooby Doo movie where they were like in Egypt and Velma was like the villain.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why?
Yeah, it was Scooby Doo and the Mummy's Curse, and I just remember, not even that movie. I just remember a moment where these people think Scooby's a god, and they're like, "It's a school bus."
It's
all
a
I remember about that movie.
I want to say, Mummy's Curse sounds
Shaggy Common. Yeah.
Mummy's
Yeah,
Curse
it was
sounds.
Shaggy Common and a school bus.
It sounds familiar, but I remember the Cyber Chase movie.
Dude,
Like,
I actually didn't like. There's this one kid that I got Olivia with this. We played Two Truths and a Lie. There's this one kid that legitimately thought the ghost was scary, and I got legitimately mad at them.
And then you
I
bullied
wanted-
the shit out of them.
Kind of. I like screamed at them. I was legit mad. Hey, Baba, yeah, what's up?
That he thought that the spooky electric demon was scary.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
he legitimately.
Okay,
this
well
kid
how
legitimately thought,
how old was he?
it doesn't fucking matter. It's not scary.
All right, I'm gonna scare the shit out of Milo with some random fucking cutesy thing, and then he's gonna be
I would-
shamed for the rest of his life for thinking it was
Look.
scary.
Look, I would be surprised. This kid watched me play Resident Evil. He was like,
Show Milo the movie Climax. Show Milo the movie Raw. Show Milo the movie Whiplash.
what's scary about Whiplash?
That movie makes me feel greater anxiety than any movie.
Hey, Olivia, can you take him? That'd be great.
No,
Okay, cool. I guess I'm just holding on to a baby now.
Milo,
But,
what do you think of E3, Milo?
He doesn't even. He's gone. Anyways, no. This kid, and I don't care what you say. If you find the like scary monster, whatever scary, you need to literally fuck off, not exist.
I mean, I wasn't afraid of him, but I did like that movie when I was a kid.
Oh, the movie isn't bad. He's just not a scary antagonist.
Yeah, I don't think he's scary. I think he's.
I do
goofy
not.
looking.
I cannot find a way that you would find him scary.
I just remember getting really annoyed about Scooby-Doo always showing up on Cartoon Network.
Yo, I used to love that shit.
What's the Scooby Doo?
We're coming after
Yeah.
you. We're gonna solve that mystery. Yeah, that was a great time in life.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I remember me and
Real suck,
Austin.
I like that though.
Me and Austin were playing Among Us, okay, and we
Oh.
called a meeting, all right. We set off the alarm, and people were like, "Yo, what's going on?" And all we did was in all caps, "What's new, Scooby Doo? We're coming after you." And we would outvote them. They would say, "Yo, vote off these guys," and we would say, "No, fuck you. We're gonna vote for other people." So nothing would get solved, and it was beautiful.
So, I'm gonna be that guy. And as a kid, I used to like totally be in love with like the Hex Girls.
I mean,
We're
that's
the
understandable.
Hex Girls, and we're gonna put a spell on you.
So
Yeah.
in Danny Phantom, I really like that genie ghost.
Yeah, that Genie Ghost was pretty dope.
Isn't it about time to end the episode? Haven't we been going for over an hour now?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, probably.
What's wrong, Puppet Pal Chris?
Well, I was thinking about it, and that reminds me. Access apparently showed up for a second.
Oh yeah, it was fucking shit.